What comes to your mind when you hear the word money? Paper bills, metal coins, or numbers glowing on a phone screen? We usually think money is something portable. We carry it in our pockets, load it onto bank cards, send it with our phones, as if the essence of money is movement itself. But history teaches us a strange lesson. Money does not have to move. It can be tons heavy and still remain money. Let's travel to the island of Yap in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. For centuries, people here used giant stones as money. These stones were called rai. Some were the size of a car, some even bigger than a human. And the most interesting part is that these stones almost never moved. They stood in villages, on beaches, deep in forests. Yet people traded, debts were paid, inheritances were divided. How? Because the true essence of money is not movement, it is the change of ownership. When a rai stone changed owners, nobody picked it up. The whole community simply knew. This stone now belongs to someone else. This was a living ledger. Everyone knew who owned what. There was no central bank, no official documents, only collective memory. Today we call this a distributed ledger. Blockchain. In reality, blockchain existed thousands of years ago on Yap, just in oral form. When ownership changed, the whole community updated their memory. No one could change the system alone because the system lived inside everyone's mind. Why was theft impossible? Because even if you stole the stone, everyone knew it wasn't yours. To succeed, you would have to hack the memory of the entire island. Impossible. Now look at blockchain. Tokens don't physically move from one wallet to another. Only numbers change. Ownership transfers. Money doesn't move. Owners change. This is the biggest similarity between rai stones and cryptocurrency. After thousands of years, we return to the same logic. We just replace stone with code. Now let's talk about value. A rai stone's value was not determined by its size. What mattered was where it came from. These stones didn't exist on Yap. People crossed hundreds of kilometers of ocean in small wooden boats. Storms, sharks, hunger, thirst. Sometimes people died. When a stone arrived, it carried a story. Who brought it? Who died? Which storm they survived? That story determined the value. Money was not just an object. It was frozen labor, frozen risk, frozen story. Now look at Bitcoin. What is mining? Huge energy consumption, expensive equipment, electricity costs, time, effort. This is like quarrying rai stones. People say it's just numbers. No. Behind those numbers is real energy, real resources, real labor. Value doesn't come from material. It comes from story, belief, collective agreement. On Yap, people didn't believe in the physical stone. They believed in its story. And today when we look at crypto, we don't believe in code. We believe in the mechanism behind it. But here is a critical point. When belief collapses, the system collapses. What happened when German colonizers arrived? They brought steel tools and big ships. Extracting stones became easy. Trips that once took months now took days. Stone abundance appeared. Stories weakened. Risk decreased. Effort became cheap. And what happened? Inflation. But not paper inflation. Meaning inflation. More stones, less value. People stopped believing. The system collapsed. Now look at crypto. Fake projects, get rich quick promises, become a millionaire in a month slogans. What is this? Meaning inflation. The story gets corrupted. People stop believing in technology and start believing in fast money. And when belief collapses, tokens become just numbers, just like rai stones became ordinary rocks. The main truth you must understand is this. Money is not gold, not paper, not code. Money is social technology. It is trust between people. Without trust, blockchain is just expensive numbers. Rai stones are just rocks. We changed technology, but human psychology stayed the same. We repeat the same story, only the tools change. Think about this. Yap people had no banks, no central authority, no documents. Yet the system worked. Because power wasn't on paper, it was in people's minds. Collective memory was stronger than anything. Everyone knew who owned which stone. Children knew, elders knew. A stone could be on the beach, but everyone remembered its owner lived across the island. This was technology-free blockchain. No servers, no computers, but thousands of nodes, human brains. Every person was a node. Every person part of the ledger. No one could commit fraud alone. If you said this stone is mine, but the community knew it wasn't, your words meant nothing. The system trusted the majority. Blockchain philosophy is the same. You make a transaction. It isn't written only on your computer. Thousands of computers confirm it. If the majority disagrees, the transaction fails. Yap was the same, decentralized, transparent, collective agreement. We present this as a new invention, but humanity discovered it long ago. No cables then, no servers, but brains, memory, trust. Why did it work? Because society was small. Everyone knew each other. Social responsibility was high. Lie once and tomorrow everyone would know. Social punishment kept the system alive. Today we have anonymity. People don't know each other. Fraud increases. Blockchain tries to fill this gap with technology. Code replaces social punishment. You can't lie to code. But here's the paradox. The more we trust technology, the less we trust each other. On Yap, it was the opposite. No tech, but strong human trust. Now money stands on code. But code is written by humans. Who writes it? Whose interest? On Yap, the system served everyone because it belonged to everyone. In crypto, many projects are controlled by a few. Power concentrates, but the mechanism stays the same. Collective agreement. If tomorrow everyone stops believing in Bitcoin, no technology can save it. Just like Yap Stones collapsed. Value is belief. Belief forms through story. Stones had stories. Bitcoin has a story. Decentralization, freedom, rebellion against banks. People loved it. Money is ideology, a belief system, a fall. In the Middle Ages, people believed in the church. Today, people believe in technology. Every belief has a dark side. On Yap, stones were hard to obtain, keeping balance. When Germans arrived, balance broke. Today in crypto, anyone can create a token. No story, no purpose. Digital inflation, meaning inflation. Belief weakens, system collapses. Stones still exist, but no value. Many crypto projects exist, servers run. Code works, but value is zero. No belief. Money is collective agreement. Everyone agrees value exists. Everyone doubts, system dies. This truth never changed. Yap teaches it. Blockchain confirms it. Technology changes. Humans stay the same. We follow stories. We follow the herd. Yesterday stone, today code. Same mechanism. Technology won't save you. Only critical thinking will. Yap people questioned every stone. Who brought it? How? Why? We must ask the same today. Who created this project? What problem does it solve? If there are no answers, you're just buying a stone. Code stone. This video doesn't say fear technology. It says don't worship it blindly. Yap shows every worship system collapses. Belief must renew. Without belief, stone is stone. Token is number. Money is psychology. Fear, hope, greed, panic. People risked lives for stones. Risk increased value. Same in crypto. People invest, market falls, they don't sell. Ego. Admitting mistakes hurts. Money is status. Big stones meant power. Today, big portfolios mean influence. Even decentralized systems concentrate power. Yesterday kings, today influencers. Roles change, game stays. People always seek leaders. Yap worshipped stones. Today people worship code. But code is written by humans. Humans are flawed. Crypto is not evil. Human behavior decides. Freedom or scam. Your choice. This video's message is simple. Analyze yourself, not technology. We don't question today. One tweet, buy. One video, sell. Death of critical thinking. Our brain is ancient. Fear-driven, herd-driven. Yap is ancient version. Crypto is modern version. Same root. Human psychology. Ask yourself, what do I believe? Logic or crowd? If you follow others, you already lost. Technology will change. New money forms will come. But humans won't change. Only way out is critical thinking. History repeats. Masks change. Yesterday stone, today code. Tomorrow something else. But the mechanism stays. Belief, fear, hope, human.